Yeah, he's cool. So, and then from the cool part, we had to go back to being a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to know there's a line there between having fun and having fun. You can still have fun, but we can still do some work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And we built up. At the end of being at that school, I had more restaurants on Dixwell Avenue and bakeries that wanted our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they would say, Chef, I needed Joanne and Bob over there to come in and work. Can they work down here? Will you give them credit? And at that time, if they were doing A work or B plus work, I would go to the office and say, look, I got to get these kids over to the restaurant. Is there any problem with that? They're going to do the same production as they're going to do here. They're going to do it over there. Chef, you got it, whatever you want.
That's so awesome.
And that set the stage.
Yeah.
Because everyone in that area knew that the kids that came out of that school, they worked.
Yeah.
What they did there, they could do at my place.
Mm-hmm.
Danny's Espresso, right? There's three espressos. Danny Selena, he was one of my kids. He owns 3 espresso places in Hamden, in New Haven.
Yeah.
Another kid owns 2 McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know?
They learn how to be businessmen, for sure.
Did.
Yeah.
And they learned how to be gentlemen and ladies, and they were all great kids.
Yeah.
Everyone has flaws. I do.
Yeah, we're all, yeah. So when you come to the end of your time at that school, it was probably hard for you to leave, I'm guessing. What prompted your leave from there to go to Emmett? Was it a better offer?
No, there's no better. Opening up a new program. Each one was to open up.
Open up the program, that's right, because when I got into Wilcox, that was the first kitchen.
Yeah.
Did you design that kitchen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome kitchen.
I did 6 kitchens in the 33 years.
Okay. Which schools?
I did Eli Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
We had 5 kitchens in Eli Whitney.
Oh, wow.
You know the size of our main kitchen at Wilcox?
Yeah.
That was my bakery.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many kids went to that school? Was it?
We had 30 in a class. There was 1,100 students.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Wilcox is a little bit smaller.
That's a
all right. So you built 6 kitchens.
6.
And then, so your second kitchen that you built, I'm guessing, right, from Eli to go to Emmett?
Emmett O'Brien.
Okay.
No, that was it was a 1-room, one-room cafeteria that was opened up. You picture open kitchen to a cafeteria.
Okay.
So I got handed to, everything was done, pretty much 90% of the kitchen was built in-house.
Okay.
Was all the people that worked, plumbing department, HVAC department.
Oh, that's so cool.
We had a meeting. This is our new chef instructor, and I said, fellas, ladies, we're in trouble. We need a kitchen. They came in. We sat down. We drew something up. This is the first year. I had nothing. The only thing that the state did was put up cinder blocks for me.
Uh-huh.
I said we can't have this open, so they put up a wall and doorways and everything. All the equipment that I got in the kitchen was from surplus.
Okay.
What everybody threw away,
Yeah, they end up at those.
I took.
Yeah.
I had hoods of all different
sizes,
all different angles. I had stuff in there that we went down to down surplus, and I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. Place was closing up.
Yeah.
I made friends with the community. I made sure that I had people on a craft committee. You know, in a craft committee are business people in the area that promoted the school, promoted the students, promoted programs. They all invested into. They all bought my kind of charade, carnival act.
Yeah.
And they put the kitchen together.
Very cool.
I tell them we need a bathroom. They built a bathroom for me. You know, we need locker rooms. We took a storeroom. We made 2 locker rooms out of it.
Yeah.
And then later on, it was unfortunate. You know, a lot of times people say we want to put something here, and they don't think of all the logistics that are involved.
Yeah.
So anyways, we got that off the ground, and then I was there 14 years. In between that time, I did school in Danbury, design a kitchen. Did a school in Torrington. That's another massive kitchen, and still did my job.
Yeah.
Did paperwork, designed it, and did all their equipment lists and everything they needed. And then we did one in Hartford to redo the Hartford program. That we did that. Then it came to Wilcox, and 5 years prior to that, I think it was 5 or 6 years prior to opening up Wilcox, they had called me and asked me about the program. And people that I'm familiar with, the Mesite family from the Villa Capri and Log Cabin, I got all these people together.
Yeah.
To everybody wants something, but I want professional people to tell them what is needed. And we did all that workup. That was before Rich was there, the director was there.
Okay.
Another director was there, Smith, I think the name was. And they ended up putting the hotel restaurant program in instead.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And
tell you what, none of those kids are working in hotels.
and, you know, David, the sad part about it is that a lot of the kids, hotel restaurant is essential, very important.
It definitely is. Yeah.
High school is a little bit too early. If it was a postgraduate program,
I could see that. Yeah.
Where
there's a lot of free time in a hotel.
Right.
Yeah, and you have to yourself fill it with things that will help you.
Right. So I felt bad. A lot of those kids really wanted culinary.
They did. Yes, they did.
And unfortunately, a lot of students weren't aware of its work.
Yeah.
They thought it was watching Emerald on TV, and it's not. As you know,
it's very hard work.
It's hard work.
I remember.
You wash those pots, do those, so on and so forth. So, long story short, and eventually, the assistant superintendent of the state come to me and said, "Chef, I want you to think about this." I said, "Okay." I said, "We're going to do this again." I don't regret anything. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was the hardest. We good?
We're good.
It was the hardest startup in all of them that I had. It was a lot of people weren't on the same page with contractors and stuff like that. There was no one there to guide them when I wasn't there. We all, Chef Longo was at one school, I was at another school.
Trying to communicate about this one thing here.
Right, and then we'd meet.
Yeah.
I'll meet you down here, or meet you down there, or he'd come over here.
Yeah. Did you pick Chef Longo?
In all honesty, I did.
Okay.
I did. No.
So they kind of said, this is the other guy you'll be working with. You're the boss, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Normally, things changed. Normally, you had interviews and so on and so forth, and stuff like. I have no regrets about anything. It went off well.
Yeah.
But sometimes that connection isn't always there.
Yeah.
You might have a sous chef that the sous chef.
Yeah. You don't meet eye to eye.
And you're trying to, but it worked.
Yeah. I think you guys were professional enough to keep it away from us.
Yeah.
Whatever disagreement you had, or whatever it was, and I felt like, and then when you guys got Chef Callie in too, like that was then we were a full, like, this guy's got pastry, you guys, you got the restaurant, Chef's got the cafeteria, we're good.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, like you said, the work, they don't realize that these vocational schools, these students are doing the cafeteria work. Yep. There's no ladies. I mean, sometimes there is, but they're frying the French fries. They're cooking all the burgers for 1,000 kids a day. Like, it's hard work.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I loved it so much, because I'm like, this isn't school. You know what I mean? No. I'm washing dishes. I'm talking to Chris. I'm having fun. And that's one thing that I love too. Is like, you guys always made it fun. It wasn't like, yeah.
And then you have to toe the line when it's
exactly.
Time to rock and roll.
When it's time to, hey, let's go. For sure. The menus that you guys put together, is that sort of a state thing that they send you? Like, this is what we want you to serve, or are you like, okay, do you guys have a choice? Like, say, I guess I'm questioning because every Friday was pizza or chicken sandwich day. Or fish sandwich day, and I'm like, where did that come from?
That, unfortunately, if it was up to Chef Longo, Chef Varano, it wouldn't happen that way.
Exactly.
And it never was that way.
Mm-hmm.
It was when a new regime came in, we went to central purchasing.
Okay.
So every school, this is the lineup that had happened. At one time, we were able to buy from purveyors of our choice.
Yeah, we had Cisco coming in.
Anybody we want.
Yeah.
At one time. And then later on, everything had to come from one commissary. And that was the tough part.
Okay.
And the worst part, because, I served on a lot of different committees, and they wouldn't listen that they want to make it easy for themselves.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Is that you were wasting more money than you were making by buying that way. Instead of saying, look, I need 5 heads of lettuce. I need a quarter case of chicory. I need this. I'm going to make this is what I need for the week. Now you had to buy 24 heads of this.
Yeah. And then find a way to use them before they go bad, kind of thing.
Tough. They lost more money that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of it wasn't our choice. But you had a good kitchen to work with.
Oh man, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Blast chillers and it was perfect. The way it all was set up.
Yeah.
All right. So something I want to ask you is
sure.
How do you see in students that they are going to be chefs and they are going to be in restaurants? Because like you said, there's been students that aren't chefs, and then there's students like myself that you don't think about this when you're a kid, but when you're looking back on your life, and I looked at the time that I was in that high school and you were my instructor, you took the time to show me pâtés and sausage making. And I remember it was only really me and Chris who you would show this stuff to. It wasn't, and I don't think it was out of like, well, I'm